Please leave your message for Seth.
No, that's all right. But anyway, I'll find one to get back to it. But anyway, I see my main man Sluggo was in the house as squad affiliate. Thank you for coming in, Sluggo. He's also legal representation. And he's crunching them numbers right now, people. So if you need some numbers crunch, holla at Sluggo. He's the best to do it so far as I seen. That's for real. But yeah, holla at Sluggo. And he will get those numbers crunched for you and whatnot. But anyway, man, like I said, this weekend, man, we had some good basketball. I mentioned the Golden State game, but last night, man, I was watching that 76ers and OKC game. A lot of people said that OKC at the beginning of the season made a mistake by getting Carmelo because he messed up the chemistry of their team, you know, this, that, and whatnot. But all I can see is that Carmelo is playing a whole different brand of ball. I see Carmelo passing the ball more this year, and Carmelo always was a good passer, man. It's just that he never had a balanced team like he had now, and he's playing a little defense too. And OKC is balling out of control, man. Them boys pissed Russell Westbrook off last night. I think Joel Embiid, I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I didn't, I'm sorry about that, my brother. Him and Russell Westbrook, they had a serious little vendetta going last night, man. He made a move on a big man and slammed on Russell, but Russell Westbrook was falling to the ground. But you know how the commentators and even the guys at halftime making it seem like he faced facial Russell. But no, he didn't do that, man. Westbrook was falling down anyway. But Westbrook came back a couple of times and he was throwing the ball down with passion, fire. I seen somebody in the chat room earlier said, talk about how great of a guard, you know, Kyrie is good, but talk about the real guard in the NBA. And the real guard is Russell Westbrook. You can't say nothing else about it. He's the real guard in the NBA because Russell Westbrook doesn't back away from no challenge. Russell Westbrook takes everybody to the hole, and, you know, he just do his thing, you know. So my thing is, I look at it like this, man. If Russell Westbrook continue to play like he playing, and he even got George playing to another level, and for all you fans, all you LA Lakers fans that said that George was going to the Lakers after the season, they pissed off and blew that shit because when Russell Westbrook stuck up for him and said that he don't know why they overlooked him for the All-Star game, right? He said, well, my decision is starting to be made clear now, you know, and as far as going to OKC. And I hope he do stay with OKC and get them big dollars there, and him and Westbrook go ahead on and do their thing because I feel like this. I wouldn't want to see him in Los Angeles, and that's for real, because I think going home will not make him more happier than I feel he is right now playing with Russ and Carmelo. And Russ and Carmelo, breaking laws up and okay, Slugger. Wow. Yeah, Russell Westbrook and OKC is a serious thing right now. They're the hottest thing in basketball right now. And I see if they can get another piece because they lost Robinson. Robinson was their defensive stopper on that first team. And their bench is average to worse. You know, only person off the bench I really would give significant minutes to, and that's old Pudgy Pudge, the point guard, come off the bench that been around with everybody. You know, he's about the only one I would give significant time to. The little Grant kid, he he's not what you thought he would be. You know, he's definitely not. Rough Buff said, Chief, call this number, ask for Deja. No, you crazy out your ass. That goddamn Rough Buff. Yeah, you right about that, Sluggo. Yeah, Rough must be thinking I'm crazy. Called Deja. Yeah. But you know what? Hey, y'all remember the year, not the year, last year, I was calling, I was trying to call somebody, and I ended up getting this guy from Alabama, you know, a Gentile from Alabama. And shit, he went along with the call. I mean, we talked for a nice little time until I asked him a question, and he hung up on me. Wow, that's something there, boy. But this is my last time making a call right here, and this should be interesting if the person pick up. This should be definitely interesting.
Please leave your message for 678.
Come on now, boy, y'all be hiding from bill collectors, huh? Cause I got a local number, and this was a local number I was calling. Y'all be hiding from bill collectors. That's what it is. I answer every number come on my phone, and people be hiding their numbers with Georgia numbers so that I can answer. But I answer, you know, if it's somebody I ain't want to talk to, and they get to talking, I just hang up on them. That's all you got to do. Answer the damn phone, people. Stop. Hey, Rob, if I was you, you need to text me and let me know about that. All right? Don't just have me in the blind, and I'm not going to do that in the blind. Casey said everybody heard Chief's show from last week. Hey, that's a possibility. Slugger said nobody answering call with no name associated with it. I know I don't. But I do know, Slugger. Shoot. Mocha said, Chief, you need to stop calling folk. Hey, but that's part of the call. That's part of the show, Mocha. Call on the spot, where you don't know who's calling you. You know. But I feel you, baby. I feel what you're talking about. Rough trying to get somebody killed. That's what you're trying to do. But shit, it's not my number, so you never know. But anyway, OKC squeaked out a good game against Philly last night. And that Philadelphia team, they're a good team, man. That boy Simmons is starting to come into his own, man. And he's playing point until their point guard they drafted get better. And they say he's on the road of recovering. He should be back soon. But yeah, that should be good, man. That should be definitely good. And I looked at that's two young teams that fought out last night. Two young teams I'm looking to see make a little noise in the playoff. So, hey man, the NBA is about to get heated up, man, because this is the last week of football. So the NBA is about to get heated up. So I look at it like right now that we're gonna have some surprise teams this year making the playoff because a lot of the big teams are gonna be knocking each other off in these divisions because they play a lot of games against each other. You know, a lot of teams are starting to finish out their West Coast trips. So Big L talking about Chief Rocker call Rough Buff number. Rough Buff will catfish you and sound like a woman. But you know what, Big Al? That would be good radio. Because you know what? If he can play along with me, I can play along with him. Big Apple said, or him and B Hill going at it. Let me see. Barbershop Sports Talk said, anyone check out, I'm getting ready to talk about that. Check out Jay-Z interview with CNN with Van Jones talking about Kaepernick. Y'all got to check that out. It was straight up fire. Oh yeah, I seen that interview. And also, did anybody see the Grammys last night? The Grammys was as usual. boring. But I gotta say big ups to Kendrick and Bruno Mars, because they came home with the gold. And see, a lot of people act like they was disappointed because Jay-Z didn't get nothing, and the Grammys was in New York for the first time in 15 years. But y'all got to realize this. Kendrick was gypped a couple of years in a row, and he's finally getting his due. This is due to him, you know. I mean, I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar fan, but he got what he deserved because he's been putting out some serious out there music. And Bruno Mars, that goddamn 24 was hot. That was the hottest thing going. And now he got Carly B out there with some shit. Bruno doing his thing, man. And I looked at Carly B last night. God damn, boy. Oh, my God. Shit. That's the type of shit I like to work with right there, boy. Yeah, dang. Shit, did she have the room in them shorts? God damn, but big up to Carly B, man. Performing on the stage of the Grammys, man. That got to be big for that young lady right there, man. Especially, you know, coming up the hard way she came up, you know. A lot of people say that wasn't hard. She was making money. But I say it's hard because it's not easy to get out there and do what she did and whatnot. That ninja said, any ninja still worried about receiving awards from Savage is worried about the wrong shit. Sluggo says 0 Grammy coverage. Yeah, I watch it, man, because of shit. It wasn't, after that basketball game, wasn't really shit on. I ain't feel like fucking with the fire stick, and it wasn't nothing on none of them damn movie channels. Big Apple Bass said, Chief, only see the posts I got off on folks, but ignored basketball tidbits I posted. Oh, okay. But yeah, that Jay-Z with CNN, that brother's with CNN. That show he had, that he had, and it was on, let me see, somebody sent me the link. I don't know what it was. I don't know where it was off of. Somebody just sent me the link. Man, I listened to that whole interview, man. That brother got high reviews behind that Jay-Z interview. And man, shit, Jay-Z came in there cleaner than the goddamn whistle. He just ain't wearing no jacket. But he had the dress up shirt, the vest, the pants, and the shoes on. Jay-Z sporting that business night look and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was all business, man. And hey, man, when they talk about Colin Kaepernick, man, man, it almost brought tears to your eyes, man, you know, to the point where Jay-Z said, man, you know, hey, man, what they doing, they know they doing dead wrong, right? You know, these ain't his words, these are the words I took from it. And eventually, they're going to have to correct their wrong. And I agree with them. They're going to have to correct that, man. And if I was Kaepernick, I wouldn't go to no goddamn XFL. I don't even like the XFL. I don't even like McMahon. I don't even like the type of wrestling he created and that was going on. I'm an old school wrestling fan, so McMahon, he would never be in my views of wrestling and whatnot. I don't even watch it. But I think it's a whole big joke with that SFL, you know, and giving people opportunity. No, the people that need the opportunity need to be in the NFL. That's the opportunity they need, you know. But, I mean, if you're going to come out here and see a lot of people that see that he has stipulations and playing his league, you know. So he was weeding out people. He weeding out people before the shit even gets started, you know. He even said he don't want people that don't stand for the flag, you know. So how could people be for him with this XFL? I'm not even with the shit, man. You know, the NFL right now is going through a lot of media problems right now. But that's only football I watch. I used to like the USFL, you know. That league had problems, but where they messed up at, they gave out too many big contracts that first 2 years, man. They didn't try to balance it off, and a lot of teams went in the hole because they wasn't getting the fans. You know, I liked that better than the XFL. But, hey, man, if y'all like the XFL, you know, like I said, that's your opinion, that's your word, but I don't like it. That ninja said last I heard from Jay-Z, he was worried about being accepted.